from the buzz of the strong coffee to the sounds of the eclectic jazz music, to the things and places that make this country unique, here are the stories from all the corners of a country called Ethiopia. So over the years, Ethiopia has been known for coffee, Olympic gold medalists, and the biggest fact of them all, they have never been colonized. So I spent a couple of days in this beautiful country with a couple of friends, and here are all the stories that I got. So Harar is an ancient walled city. It is famous for its maze-like streets, but the thing that really took us there were the hyenas. So behind the walled Ethiopian city of Harar, someone is calling out names, and in the dead of the night, some creatures hid to the core.
Oto chaltu, chala, hot sabuna, sabunti.
So here is the long ago story of the spotted hyenas. 500 years ago, to stop them from feeding on their livestock, and sometimes people, a curious farmer began feeding them. Passed down over the years, the declining art of talking to the hyenas now only has 2 men practicing it.
Jumbo!
Right now, it's a major tourist attraction to the city, but the question is, would you feed them? So there's nothing as scary as being in the dark and you can only see glowing eyes of hyenas. Then there's someone who's just casually walking with a basket with pieces of meat, feeding these wild animals. The question remains though, would you feed the hyenas? Guys, if you ask me to tell you where we are right now, I'd say the middle of nowhere because I literally don't know where I am. So the Danakil Depression is hailed as the hottest place on Earth. And trust me, it is. We're still headed to Danakil. This is not our final destination, but I'm really looking forward to it. So let's go. On our way there, we got to make a stop in this place called the Afar region. So the Afar are pastoralists who had livestock, and they have some of the most beautiful natural hair I've ever seen. This guy just walks with a long stick, twists the hair, and that's how he lives his life. And it's just amazing how different people from different parts of the world have their own lifestyle, and life for them is fulfilling like that. The thing I like about travel. So after Afar, we had a couple more hours before we got to Danakil. And the interesting bit happened. We got stuck in the middle of a river. We are in the middle of nowhere. It's windy, and one of our cars just got stuck in the river. And I am having so much fun. So much fun. But the professionals will sort it out. But this is such an adventure. Such an adventure. Na hatujafika bado. Around 20 minutes, they managed to pull the car out, and we are on our way. So let's go. We are at a place called Hamadela. The noises of people setting up our beds, and the interesting thing is we're sleeping outside, and we are going to stargaze for the whole night. It's so it's such a thrill for me. This is the food that you're also going to eat. They're preparing some potatoes, carrots, and I don't know what's boiling here. They're saying it's super. Because this place is so hot during the day that nothing happens. And at night it cools down a bit and normal life can happen. So we slept outside and you don't even need a blanket. All they gave us was a plate of food and a bed to sleep. So we spent our morning at the Salt Lake, and the only time that you could actually enjoy that place is very early in the morning and just for a couple of hours before that place becomes too hot for any comfortable, normal human activity. Good morning, guys. We are somewhere at a place called Lake Asale. It's a salt lake. The sun is rising. The views are magnificent and I totally love it. Guys, we are at Dalal. I hope I pronounced that right, but this is the lowest point in the whole world. This is the lowest point in the whole world. So we're taking a hike. We just come from Salt Lake and good views all around. Let's go. And that's how we wrap our Danakil adventure. Addis Ababa is the capital of Ethiopia. Now, what did we do in Ethiopia? Hello guys, I am somewhere in Addis, Ethiopia, and this is where my journey begins. So we are headed to a place called Mercato Market. I hear it's the largest market in the whole of Africa. So let's go see. We walked around, did a little bit of shopping, talked to some people, and just basically enjoyed what the market had to offer. 2, visit the Menelik Mausoleum. This magnificent work of architecture was built in 1917. It houses the tomb of the great Emperor Menelik II and doubles up as a chapel for the Orthodox faithfuls. Ethiopia was never colonized, and it's due to Menelik. They defeated the Italians in the Battle of Adwa, and for that, he is a revered figure in Ethiopian history. So the mausoleum is beautiful, something you'd expect as a resting place for an emperor of Ethiopia. But the most interesting bits about this place is there's one rare Michelangelo painting that is displayed there. Now, I don't know how to authenticate real art, but to me, that thing looked really, really real. And it's just there. 3, so this band is just seated there, looking like badass. Then the sax comes in. Then the trumpet kicks in. Then the piano has a run. Then the bass and the guitar. All this improvisation, the rhythm, the groove, all that jazz. So Fendika is home to music, art, and the warmth of a city rich in history. So if you're ever in Addis, go to this place called Fendika and get to enjoy some live, good jazz music. Buna is an Amharic word for coffee, and that's how the Ethiopians call their coffee. So coffee for me is a drink that I love, and Ethiopia is hailed as the country of origin. So to be with people who actually love the drink the same way as I do, it felt like home. What I'll remember for Ethiopia is the love, the food, the stories, the memories, the laughters we made with friends in this trip, and that is what I choose to remember. So I hope you liked this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe, follow me on Instagram, leave a comment, tell me what you want to see next, and if I can, we can do it. See you on the next.